Today you're going to be learning about characters. And I know you're thinking, well, I know what characters are. Characters are in every story. Everybody knows what characters are. I've known that since I was in first grade. Which is true. I hope that's true. If you don't know what characters are, see me later. But there are lots of different types of characters that you need to know to understand literature. Characters can be people or animals, creatures, anything in the story that is part of the story can be considered a character. If you look at your screen, right here around you, you see Buzz and Woody, they're toys. You have the Avatar creature thing. You have Harry Potter and Captain Jack Sparrow, they're both people. You got Perry the Platypus down there, who is an animal. You got Mike Wazowski off to the side, cute little tiny Mike Wazowski with braces. He's a character and he's a monster. Then down beside him you have the brave little toaster. He's a toaster. And he's still a character. Two types of characters you can have are protagonists and antagonists. A protagonist is someone you cheer for. Last year my kids remembered it. They would go, "Protagonist, we're pulling for you." So protagonists. Protagonists are the good guys, right? So look at this picture here. You have Katniss. You pull for her. You want Katniss to succeed. You have Michael Orr's character from The Blind Side. You want him to succeed in life. You want him to win. So any character that you are pulling for is the protagonist. Some people say that the protagonist is the good guy. Most of the time that is true, but not all of the time. There have been times I have been pulling for Doofenshmirtz, and he's not the good guy. So the protagonist is who you pull for, not the good guy. Then there's the antagonist. The antagonist, some people say, is the bad guy. Again, the bad guy, the evil villain, can sometimes still be the character you pull for. The movie Megamind, where the guy's like the really big head, he's an evil guy and you pull for him. The bad guy who adopts the kids in Despicable Me, you pull for him. He's still a protagonist even though he's a bad guy. Antagonists are the people who are against the protagonist. So you have the person you're pulling for. The person who's against them is the antagonist. They're antagonizing them, bothering them, going against them. You see Ursula from The Little Mermaid, horrible antagonist. She hated Ariel. So jealous. They have Captain Hook, Lotso Huggin' Bear. Yeah, you thought he was going to be cute when you saw that movie for the first time, didn't you? No, bad guy. Antagonist. He's a bad guy who is an antagonist. See how that works? Then you have Voldemort, or He Who Shall Not Be Named. I'm sorry, I hope he doesn't come to get me. Darth Vader, of course, classic antagonist. There are also two other categories you can use when talking about characters. One of them is dynamic characters, also called round characters. These are characters that change throughout the story. They don't stay the same. So here's a little thing I found online. We need some character development in the hizzy. You never say hizzy. I do now. I'm a dynamic character. I just changed. I did something different. I'm growing. Dynamic characters change from the beginning of the story to the end. They're round. Think of them as full characters. They're full of life and change and growth. Think about Buzz Lightyear. Beginning of Toy Story 1, man, he is not nice. He thinks he is awesome and that he can shoot lasers out of his wrist and he thinks he can fly. And he can't. And throughout the course of Toy Story 1, he grows as a character and ends up becoming friends with Woody and the other toys and realizing that he is indeed a toy. Dynamic character. Then there's static characters, or flat characters. Flat characters don't change at all. No matter what, they just stay the same person. It's not a bad thing. They could already be awesome, like Mario down there. I've been playing Mario since I was like 4. He's always the same Mario. Indiana Jones, same character in the first movie as he is in the newest movie. Donald Duck, been the same since I was a kid. Been the same since before I was born. Never, ever change. Those are static characters. If you have any questions about characters, play the video again, and seriously, if you don't know what a character is, see me. Where's the pause button? Oh.